Exclusive. A week after several tech giants removed talk show host and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones from their platforms, Twitter is suspending his ability to tweet for a week. The company has been criticized for not taking a harder stance against Jones, who has previously called the Sandy Hook school massacre a hoax. Today, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey told me why his company is now taking action. Well, Alex Jones on Twitter posted this week what essentially is a video calling for people to get their battle rifles ready against the media, saying it's time to act, it's got to be done now.
People need to have their battle rifles, everything ready at their bedsides, and you got to be ready.
Sent a chill up my spine. How about yours?
It did. I mean, there's a number of actions that we believe help a call to incitement to violence, and those are the things that we need to make sure that we are taking action on.
You've taken action against him in this instance. What is it? Can you tell us what it is?
I believe we put him in a timeout, removing his ability to tweet for a time period.
That period, just 7 days, and presumably after that, Jones will be back. A timeout seems minor compared to the implications of someone suggesting a call to arms against a particular group, in this case, the media. How do you respond to that?
Well, I feel any suspension, whether it be a permanent one or a temporary one, makes someone think about their actions and their behaviors. And
you think Alex Jones is going to change his behavior based on a timeout?
I don't know. I'm speaking more broadly as to why we utilize this particular tool. We have found that it does have the potential to change, impact, and change behavior.
It's Twitter's first move to mute Jones since the company's major social media peers restricted or removed him from their platforms, exposing Dorsey to broad criticism while winning him conditional praise from Jones. Are you comfortable with the idea that some on the far right, the extreme, that you're a hero?
I'm not. I don't agree with the actions that are employed.
So an attaboy from Alex Jones is not something that you wish to have?
No, it's not something I was expecting or need.
Jones has become a symbol for the dehumanizing speech that has invaded social media, something Dorsey has vowed to better police. Do you have regrets about how you acted in terms of some of the Sandy Hook allegations, that it was a hoax?
I do. Parents through, and you know, I think we have felt behind, and we have felt that we have moved too slow in a lot of our actions.
Dorsey says the aim is consistency in how they enforce the rules. Do you make exceptions for high-profile individuals in terms of your rules of service?
No, we hold every account to the same standard, to the same rules.
President of the United States, yes. Terms of service?
So we do have a clause within our terms of service around public interest and around newsworthiness. We believe it's important for the world to hear directly from global leaders how they think and how they treat the people around them.
You don't make a distinction.
So we do make exception.
You don't make a distinction, however, over policy, talking about taxes or tariffs versus calling a person a dog.
We make an understanding of who is actually saying that, and whether they are a global leader, whether they are a public figure, and whether this is something that should be reported on and should be talked about.
In addition to improving the health of conversations on Twitter, the company is also in a war against bots, the fake users that were employed to artificially steer opinions during the 2016 election.
We started with, a real focus on one core fundamental human right of freedom of expression, but over time we have realized that that right has been weaponized.
Jack Dorsey tells me Twitter now challenges 10 million accounts a week to determine if they are real people or simply bots. There's more ahead tonight, including